Okay. Hopefully third time's a charm. Well, I'll just start doing stuff and hope anybody comes back. Hello, I see someone on. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, I have two mushrooms. I'm not sure I love that color though. This one is in Melon Mambo, which seems darker than this. That's all right. And the other one is peach pie, actually, even though pumpkin pie is supposed to be the color in here. In the paper, my pumpkin pie is a little dry. And I do have the re-inker, but not right at my desk. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Samira, thank you for coming. This is our third time. Okay, that's all right. On my part one, the main video, I mostly shared about my trip to Pittsburgh and that I'm going to be doing updating my little travel journal that I made a couple years ago and never put anything in. Because I went to Pittsburgh with my daughter and saw my granddaughter over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And now we're just making a playing card and then maybe a card using possibly this, and possibly, and the coordinating punch and this set of mushroom stamps, like maybe this one. I don't know yet. How have you been? I have not been crafting much lately, but I'm trying to do a little more now. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's mostly what it is, and then when I started crafting, my computer just went, "Oops, nope, we're done." And I tried to reset it and it wouldn't work. So anyway, so I just stamped I did a template and I stamped these two mushrooms, but the stems, the only thing that comes out is this little dinky stem, which I guess I could use for the small one and color it. But I think I'm not. I think I'm gonna stamp the stems in here too. This one, I guess, and I might use that for the little one. But for the bigger one, I need a bigger stem. So let me use one of these sheets that I punched or stamped on already. This one, I guess, and I'll have to fussy cut that. Yuck. Ugh. Okay, let's see. What color should I use? I think maybe smoky slate or crumb cake. Hmm. Let me try crumb cake first, and if I don't like it, I'll use a gray. Hi, Fran. Oh no, I don't know why. This is the third time. I had it going and I had 4 or 5 people in there, and then it just decided to stop and said I had a bad internet connection or something, but my internet connection is just fine. Huh. I guess that goes on top of there like that. I don't know if I like that color with it. Let me try a different color. Let's try smoky slate. How have you been, Fran? Are you okay? The first one was I was just telling Samira is mostly all about my trip to Pittsburgh over the weekend with my daughter. My granddaughter goes to University of Pitt, and there was no special events going on, which was nice. And so we just visited, and we got our steps in the first 2 days by sightseeing and stuff while Courtney either had class or other stuff going on. Courtney's my granddaughter, one of them. And so we went and saw the campus Friday, and we did that because it wasn't raining Friday. So, and then Saturday was just like a little bit of rain, drizzle. And so my daughter and I went to an overlook and looked out over the two major league stadiums and the rivers and bridges and all that. We saw from those lookouts, we saw 7 different bridges across the rivers up there, two different rivers where they meet. And I guess, do you like the gray better or the I don't know, I feel like I should use a different color still. Wonder how basic beige would work. Don't bump the computer, Deb. I don't know. Last time I tried this, it looked kind of green, but I'll try it again. Let's try it. Actually, I might be all right with it looking kind of green. I think I like that better. I'm going to do 2 of them, even though I had to fussy cut them. It's supposed to be basic beige, and I like the paper, but the ink, it even looks green on the pad to me. I don't know. We had a wonderful time. Felt like we were eating a lot though too, because we every time we met my granddaughter, we took her out to eat somewhere. So we had Chinese food, Mexican food, and like a breakfast for lunch, a brunch one time, and a good breakfast another time. So yeah, it was nice. I finally got to go somewhere. Been wanting to go anywhere really. Anywhere. So I started putting just the receipts and everything in my travel journal that I had started a while back. That's what video 1 is. But I didn't want to hold everybody up because I don't know how I'm going to decorate. And some of the stuff I have is too big for the pages for the journal, so I'm going to have to just cut things and figure out how I want to do it. So I thought we'd just make an altered playing card because today is Thursday and it's hashtag Deck the Year 2025 Day, which is an open collab hosted by Penny's Crafty Creations. And I haven't done one for a while, so figured, well, we'll do that. And then if I feel like it, we can make a card too. I know. Yeah. Well, yeah, I haven't really gone anywhere except with my friend to a smorgasbord. Not, we go like twice a year. Shady Maple Smorgasbord. And it's about an hour away from me, but Pittsburgh's just a tad further than that. I also got to listen to my very first audiobook ever because my daughter does that when she does long trips once we get on the turnpike in Pennsylvania. So we listened to half the book on the way out and the other half on the way back. And it was a good one. I thought anyway. So it was called what was it called? Do You Remember? It's actually a psychological thriller, which I don't know if I've ever read one of those. So that was cool. Now, the problem is that doesn't show up very good on the card, does it? Mm. And I don't want to cover up the little snail that's down there. So we have peach pie, and this is supposed to be melon mambo, which is supposed to be that color, but clearly my melon mambo is overjuiced or something. I don't know. I don't want to cover up both snails. I might have to put some ribbon or something here to make it look realistic. I don't know. It won't fit. Maybe I'll put it over this way. All right, we can put that one there. Do I want the same color? I feel like I should cut a slit in there and have that go in further. Maybe I'll do that with the little one. This stem punched out from the punch, but there's not really a stamp to go with it. You know, I kinda like it just with maybe I'll just you can't really stamp it with white. I can flip it over, but then you lose those lines. I could just mask it and do just those lines because I kinda like the white there, it shows better. Alright, um, I have a thought. I did 2 of these. So I'm gonna flip this over, but then that won't actually fit. It'll be close enough. I'm gonna cut this one up and paper piece it. Paper piece it. This the center part. So we have a little bit of color on it. What have you been crafting lately, Fran? What I can do is cut this a little bit and cut that down a little bit after I glue it. Okay, glue. Hi, Judy. I couldn't see you at all on there. Yeah. On the second one, I saw somebody kept coming in, but no comments were coming through. But I'm glad you're back. Oh, did you? Okay. I was probably away during that time. I'll try and go over and watch it this evening. So I stamped Lene, no Judy in Melon Mambo, but it looks really dark since that's supposed to be Melon Mambo, and this is Peach Pie, which sort of matches that color even though that's supposed to be pumpkin pie. But, I decided I want the big one up here, but I didn't really like how the stem blended in, so I'm paper piecing the second one I had die cut, and it doesn't quite fit, but I'm gonna cut it down. These have to be fussy cut, which is not my favorite thing to do at all, but the tops were done with the punch. So I had a part 2 trying, and like I said, if this didn't work, I was gonna stop. I'll just put it that way. Because that's the second time I've tried to go live, and I've had to restart. It's very frustrating. Okay, so that will go over here, and then I have this little one, which can go now, do we want the same color, or do we want the peachy color? I think we should do the same and have them kinda coming out from each other. Thank you. Yeah, they are. I, in my first video, I did share some pictures off my phone. That doesn't look right. All right. Maybe we just put one and then have some sentiments and some words and stuff. Let's see. If I put it up here. I don't know. Decisions. Can have one going up this way a little further. And this one on top of it, maybe. Maybe this one on top of that one. Ah, maybe this way. Oh, two angled. Something like that. And then just have a sentiment going across here, I guess, or something. Very indecisive lately, I am. I haven't made a single Easter card yet. I don't even know. We kinda, took some gifts from my granddaughter in Pittsburgh. Um, she lives off campus, but they're in a it's like a little house, but it has 4 bedrooms and a little kitchen and living room. They have to move there because 2 of the girls are moving out and I guess going off somewhere else, and so Courtney and her good friend, one that lives there too, I guess I can bump these up, huh? Um, sorry, I'm getting distracted. They found another house right around the corner actually that they're gonna just the 2 of them will be in next semester, so that'll be nice. Um, I'm gonna bump these up. So we got to see I got to see her little apartment, the one she's moving out of in the middle of summer, and saw the campus and went in some of the buildings, which I shared the cathedral pictures that I could get, and just a little bit of other stuff. The stadiums that we saw from the lookout. So we got 10,000 steps in the first day and, um, 8,000 something the second day, and the last day we drove home after breakfast. So, I had fun. It was good fun, good food, Chinese, Mexican, and brunch is what we ate. I actually didn't even think my granddaughter liked Chinese food, but this one does. The other one, not so much, I guess. All right, I'm going to just glue that part down because it won't fit. Okay, do the big one first. Sorry if I'm off screen. 108 Easter cards. Oh my goodness, you're so good. I just, I don't have it in me. On the first video, I also might have mentioned, I'm seriously considering destashing about 98% of my papercraft stuff. Okay, Samira, thank you. I don't know. I put it on the wrong side too. Oops. Oh well. I guess we're using the green. I put the sticky things on the wrong side. How did I have it like this? Yeah, we'll circle around that little snail there so he shows up. I know. And it was my therapy for a long time too, but I also do jewelry, which I still want to do. I just have trouble keeping up with it. And also, the people that do videos mostly have a purpose, like they want to be I put that on the wrong side too. They want to be monetized and all that. And I was monetized when I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I decided that wasn't what I wanted to do with the channel. I'm not in it for the money, even though the money, a little bit of money would be I never made more than like $100 every 6 months. You have to have a lot more subscribers than I do and people that actually watch to be able to make anything. And I just didn't want that to be a stressor for me because I'm retired, I don't really I could use the extra money, especially with grocery prices the way they're going, but also you end up if you go over a certain amount, you end up paying tax on it. So I don't know if I want to, get more complicated than I need to right now. So this was one of my souvenirs, Pit Pit Panthers. I Tuesday I went out to lunch with my local friend and we went to Olive Garden, which was so good. I haven't been there since pre-pandemic. Exactly, Judy, I understand. And right. You don't need bail money. Ah, I understand. Anyway, we went to World Market afterwards, which it's a new store here. I had been in one years ago in Texas, I think, or yeah, I think Texas. And I really liked it. It has unique foods and teas and furniture and pillows, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, this tea is a green tea that has matcha in it and oh, I can't remember the name of the stuff, but some stuff that's supposed to help you lose weight. So that would be good for me. And cinnamon, and it tastes really good. Really good. All right, I need to stamp a sentiment and quit blabbering on. So we're just going to stamp "You are magical," and I guess the best place would be to have that go across the bottom. I don't want to use my template. I can use the back of probably, let's use this one. What color should I stamp the sentiment in? Should I add color to this too? I don't know. Hmm. I have a white one and a green stem. That's supposed to be basic beige, but it looks green. I'll just let it. It's just a card, altered playing card. I'll use the melon mambo since I used that for the mushrooms, even though it's darker. Well, that's kind of where I'm at. Given everything that happened here last year, I had a fleeting thought that I should sell my house and move somewhere else. The problem is I bought this as my retirement home and it's an older home and it's laid out weird, but honestly, for the money, anything in this area, there's no way I can get a similar size home with central air and a small yard that I like. Uh, that's not like 200,000 more than what I have, and I'm not willing to do that. So, and also there is no way I could sell this home right now mostly because of this craft room and its status. I'm trying to figure out how if I want to get a little thing. I wonder, that won't fit in there, will it? No. I'm trying to look for a punch that maybe will fit on this card so I don't have to try and cut it out. This is too big. All right. Let's do this one and I'll just cut it down. I can go like that and then do the bottom again. Well, let's do the whole thing. No, we'll go down to the bottom and then we're going to cut some of the top off. I need some sticky tape. Hi, how are you, Nikki? This is Nikki, everyone, Little Crafty Nook. I saw, was it Patty? Patty posted pictures of your Northern California crafty get-together. How fun. How do I want to do this? I need it to go down. I need this to go up. Will that work? That might work. Let's try it. I don't know if I did it right. Oops. I did it right and it flew all the way on the floor. It's a little smaller, not as small as I probably should have got it. And we're just making an altered playing card. Yeah. My craft room says hoarder house here, and I hate that. But what's really sad is when I just was doing jewelry, I actually had one of those home organizer people come in and help me figure out. That covers up the snail. I don't want to cover up the snail. That kind of is the whole point. Um, and it was all organized. And then I started paper crafting. Oh my word. My jewelry side is much neater, and that's not saying much. But my paper crafting, it's not that big a room. It's like a room and a half, and I have stuff everywhere, including all over the floor. And I just am to a point where I really can't take it anymore. And I don't like coming into my craft room. Aw. Oh, cool. A hole punched in it. That's cool. Not sure I love the sides there, but it's okay. I'm using the peach pie, which is the other color in here I was going to use. Um, I'll just put some gems or something. I had to figure out where to put it though, because the whole point, maybe I can, oh, you know what? Never mind. I don't like that. Um, I'm gonna cut this down more and probably cut the words apart and put it at the top. Oh, here I am fussy cutting yet again. What I really love to do, har har. Not. I'm just going to cut it there and round that a little bit. So this is for my hashtag, what is it, Deck the Year 2025, hosted by Penny's Crafty Creations, which I had been doing, oops, pretty regularly, and I stopped. So I can put this, you are, and let me pretty up magical, and magical go in the other upper right corner. That's fun. You could make a, you know how they do tag flips? You could do a playing card flip, I guess. And if it's at a spot, you can put ribbon through the hole. That would be fun. Um, I did a meetup one time, and I live sort of near Philadelphia, and Judy, not Judy Harmon that's on here, but another Judy that was a good friend, is a good friend, but Judy Parker. She and I met up with Isabel, Crafting with Isabel, and Naida. I can't remember her channel name. I think it's Naida. Anyway, we met them because Nada, she was from Puerto Rico, but I think they both were. But Nada was only visiting when we went to see her, and we had a crafty day, and it was so much fun. And that was the first time any of us had ever met. It was so fun. Oh, right through the middle. Oh, huh. Interesting. Well, wonder how you could figure something out with cording or something. There, you are magical. Should I put a little trim or something on the bottom? I always